Welcome to another soothing spa yoga practice. I'm Carolyn. Today we'll really get into the neck, the shoulders, and observe all the healing and all the presence that's already here inside you. Coming onto hands and knees and press back into a child's pose. Ideally, forehead is resting on something, the mat, or you can stack your hands underneath your forehead. Start to tap into your breath, maybe inhaling through the nose and exhaling out your mouth. Diving into a sense of connection, already and immediately present with your body, present with your low back, your jaw. Gently, perhaps walk both hands over to the right while inching your left hip back towards your left heel. Take sweeping breaths into the left side of your waist. This is an opportunity for you to really slow down your breath. Remember that you are present, you are connected. And slowly walk your hands through center and over to the left. Releasing neck tension, jaw tension, and breathing fully into your right lung and all the muscles between your right ribs. Notice all the things that you notice in this moment. And gently walk your hands back to center. Try inching your hands further away from you in child's pose. And maybe with palms in prayer, bend your arms so your prayer is pointed up in the sky. Elbow tips walk a little further forward. Imagine breath circling around your armpits, all around the sides of your waist. Be here. Feel each breath coming and going. You're already connected, already healing. Gently come up onto all fours, hands and knees. And as you inhale, pull the chest forward, arc your spine, exhale, and round your spine. Again, inhale to open the chest. And as you slowly exhale, round your back, tucking your tailbone down. Continue a few more times. Cat-cowing. One of my favorite ways to land into presence. You become so aware of your entire spine with these simple cat-cows. Moving with breath, always. Your breath guides you. From a neutral spine, walk both hands over to the right. We'll hold in the rounded shape. Keep breathing deeply as you round, ducking your chin into your chest. Really fluff your back ribs up to the ceiling. And pulse your hips back and forward, just an inch a couple times, back and forward, staying rounded. Walk both hands over to the left now. And hold in that rounded shape. Pulsing your hips back and forth a few times. Cinch your waist up away from the floor to increase the rounding in the back of the spine. Big breath into the back body. And as you bring your hands back through center, we'll thread the right arm behind the left wrist, taking your right forehead down onto the mat. You'll have your hips still stacked over top of your knees. Perhaps walk your left hand further up off the front of your mat And visualize the breath flowing up and down the back of your spine, really opening up and widening between the shoulder blades here. It's a lot of care for your shoulders and your neck in today's class. We tend to hold on to a lot of stress in our neck and shoulders. And just by noticing it and by being present with it, you're already shifting so much. Ease yourself back up onto hands and knees for the other side. Thread your left arm behind your right wrist. Crawl your right fingers further away from you so that you're lengthening the right side and opening, little rounding up into the inside the left shoulder blade. Breathe deeply. It won't really look like a huge twist or a huge pose, but it'll feel like a lot. Big breath into what you're feeling. And remembering that just being here and breathing, this is perfect. You're already present. Slowly come up onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees into down dog. We'll flow a bit. Lower your knees down in tabletop and lift your chest. Inhale. And slowly into a down dog as you exhale. Your arms stay straight. Grip your hands. Again. Your knees tap down. Let your belly drop. Lift your heart. Gently exhale into a downward dog. Look back at your toes. Right, so a sweet flow, just kind of waking up and moving with breath. Knees drop, arc your spine, inhale. As you exhale, down dog, strong arms. And we'll remain in down dog. And in down dog, just bend your left knee a few inches and stretch the right heel back and down. A couple breaths for your right Achilles, right calf. Can you tilt your sit bones up even higher? Steady breath. Slowly switch. So with your feet down, your right knee bends, working the left heel lower towards the mat. Sometimes healing occurs by stretching our calves. And switch. So you're accessing your other calf. Deep breath. Push into the hands. You're doing great. Switch. Other side. Be aware of your neck muscles, your jaw muscles. Then we'll lower our knees down and walk our hands back to our knees. So we're sitting up on our heels near the back of the mat. You choose either toes tucked or untucked. Sitting up, shoulders aligned back over your hips. Lean your right ear towards your right shoulder. Let your chin draw down an inch and then up an inch as your head leans to the right. Little slow pulses, chin down, chin up. And then roll your chin right down to your center chest. Big breath into the back of your neck. Smoothly roll your head over to the other side, left ear over towards left shoulder for a couple sweet breaths as your chin lifts up and down. Nice. And with your chin parallel to the floor, wing your arms back in space. Feel the chest widening. Next, exhale, rounding. Hands reach for knees, but pull back towards the wall behind you with your spine. Take time to open, arms winging back, big breath in. And then as you close off the chest and draw your chin down, you're opening behind the heart. Again, inhale, the arms wing back, arc your upper spine. Stretch your arms forward, look down, and round your upper back. Walk onto all fours, hands and knees, and step your right foot between your hands. Have your left fingertips tented on the ground and take your right arm all the way up into the sky. Lean back. Take a second here to check in. How's the breath? How's the neck? And maybe you'd like your top hand behind your head. If that doesn't serve, please keep your arm up. Whatever keeps the breath really deep and in you, and whatever keeps you in that mindset and that feeling and that connection to presence. Choose that for your body and your breath. Presence. Start to round. Elbow comes down inside the knee or hand down inside the knee. Stay here for a few deep breaths. And as you round, actively pull your front ribs up into your body, opening up the upper back. And just make the rounding work for you. Make it feel good. Nice. Hands down now inside your foot. Wiggle your front foot a bit wider to the right. Begin straightening your front leg, flip up on the heel. So it's like a wide hamstring stretch, meaning your front heel is wider to the side. A few deep breaths here. Nice long spine, meaning chest aims forward towards the front edge of the mat as you bow. How's the breath feeling? Remember, your breath is like the instant access point to the present moment and to healing. It's always here for you, already happening as you breathe. Let your hips sway left to right a few inches, sometimes going off center, side to side, gives you a lot more information about your hamstrings, your hip muscles. Little sway side to side, actively digging your heel down. Bend your front knee again, flatten your foot. Now take your foot even wider. Yeah, just go off your mat a little bit to the right. With your hands down, take slow, tiny circles with your hips, side to side, down and forward, up and back, little awkward circles probably with your hips when your foot is super wide like this. Okay, now go way out to the right with your foot, setting up for a variation of gate pose. Have your right toes pointed forward so your whole foot is down. Now elbows down where your hands just were. Release any neck tension and encourage your hips back in space another inch. Widen both sitting bones apart left to right. Feel a tilt up of your sit bones towards the sky. Not locking your leg, tiny bend in your right leg. Imagine breath traveling all the way down into your right adductors, right inner thigh. And take care to come back up onto hands, right knee down beside left knee for cat-cows. Arc your spine. And into a down dog as you exhale. So kind of cat-cow dog variation. Knees come down as you lift the heart, inhale. And as you exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips slowly. By all means, feel free to do regular cat-cows in tabletop the whole time instead. Or your knees lower again as you lift your chest. And as you breathe out into a downward facing dog. All 10 fingers claw the mat. Gently pedal your heels side to side. Take time pedaling side to side. Let your skull remain heavy, hanging down. Lower your knees. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Come to sit back and up on your heels. Again, for this lovely neck. I love repeating things that are helpful and healing for the body. Lean your head over to the right. Mindful, calming, soothing breaths up into the neck. Chin might nod up and down a little. I love when you make this work for you. Take the pulsations, take the little variations that work for you. When you're ready, chin rolling down towards your chest, into the back of the neck for a breath. Roll your head all the way over to the left. Mindful that your right shoulder draws down away from right ear. Face can tip up and down slightly, a couple times. Connecting, the connection to your body and breath is already happening. Now, when you bring your head back to center, wing your arms back. This time, perhaps lift bum off heels, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, rounding, maybe you'll sit down again, arms swing forward. Inhale, the arms stretch back, crack open the chest. Exhale, reach forward and shoulders are over hips as you round, pull back to the space behind you. Inhale, lifting. And as you exhale, round, shoulders pulling forward around the chest. Then walk your hands forward onto your mat and place your left foot between your hands into a low runner's lunge. Fingertips are down on the earth. Unfurl your left arm up into the air. Big open twist. Catch your breath here, making your breath smooth. Perhaps left arm stays straight up or bend your arm. Cup the back of your skull with your left hand. Again, choose what works for you, for your shoulder, for your breath. Begin to round down inside your front knee. And as you inch your chin closer towards your chest, accentuate kind of the rounding, the turtle shell action of your back. Feel your tailbone tuck under you. Sometimes I like a little sway side to side with my shoulders, with my spine. Stay here rounded. Excellent. Lower your hands, both hands inside your foot. Just foot a little bit wider so it's still on your mat, straightening your front leg. Kick up on your heel so that your front toes are flexed up. For a wide hamstring stretch, so it's more inner thighs. I always have a good bend in my front knee. Your front leg might be a bit straighter. Feel your sit bones lift up. And a little kind of off-center swaying with your hips side to side. Go slow. This is an opportunity for you to slow down your breathing. How's that hip? How are those hamstrings? Just by asking that question internally, how am I? You're already connecting. You're doing really good work here. Connecting, releasing the old, making more space for whatever you'd like to call in. Gently rebend your front leg and go just a little wider with your foot off your mat, an inch or so to the side. Hands are down, little baby circles with your pelvis. Side to side with the hips. Let it be a bit weird, awkward. Let it be a little funky, clunky. Sometimes that's what connection is. Sometimes it's clunky to get there to that feeling of connection. And then you'll start to walk your left foot way out to the left and back so that your left foot is aligned with your bottom knee out to the side. Okay, your toes pivot in. Forearms drop down to where your hands were, elbows down. Go ahead and really hang your head. Breathe into all that you're accessing here. with a slight bend in your left knee, micro bend. To anything that feels blocked or kind of locked up anywhere in your cells or tissues, offer it a sweet exhale out your mouth. Ease yourself back up onto your hands and lowering left knee beside right knee. Have your fingers spread apart on the mat. Here we are repeating. Again, good things for the body. Next exhale into down dog. Or you can just do regular cat-cows on all fours. Or you're on all fours, lift your chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out into a downward dog with your hips quite high, hang the weight of your head. You can try that again. Your knees tap down. Inhale, open your throat. And as you exhale, a downward dog. You're doing so well, right? You're really in the flow of class, really in the flow of breath. From downward dog, pigeon pose. Glide your right shin forward, right knee behind right wrist. If you have a prop handy, you might put it underneath your right hip. And stay up for a breath or two. You can always connect to different things when we're upright. At any point, lower your forearms down, lengthening your spine over your front shin. Maybe put something under your forehead, a prop under your forehead. You can always lower your forehead onto stacked fists or stacked hands. Wherever you are is perfect, and you always have an opportunity to connect wherever you are. Whether it's on your yoga mat, in a pose, or out in life, driving somewhere, in conversation with coworkers or children, you always have a chance to connect with every breath. There's no hurry at all to switch sides. Right? We're just kind of rolling through different things today. It's less of a restorative practice, although we're moving slowly. I want to give you bang for your buck. So moving into the other side and coming right in with left shin forward. Because really, we can do a lot in a little bit of time. Maybe forearms down. Soften immediately into every breath. You're already connected, already connecting. And soften into this breath. From this pose, simply come up and swing your back leg forward so that you're seated, or just meet me seated, maybe cross-legged the way I am, or in a different way that's more comfortable for knees or ankles. We'll try eagle arms with right arm under left arm. Pull your elbows forward and up, contracting across your chest as your elbows pull forward. Lots of breath into your upper back. Tall spine. Facial expression soft. Maintain eagle arms and begin rounding. Elbows pull towards your belly button, sway shoulders side to side as you round and hug your abdomen in, swaying. Again, playing around with your own kind of variations, your own little pulses or sways, so that you give breath to what feels locked and tight in your own body, in your own back. Come up one more time with eagle arms. Take time, slowly unravel. Roll your shoulders up to the ears and exhale, shoulders down. Again, inhale, squeeze up. Drop your shoulders down. Couple more cleansing breaths. Switch the cross of your legs if you are cross-legged. And we will find eagle arms on the other side. Eagle wrap your other elbow underneath, maybe left elbow. Please modify your arms however works for your shoulder mobility today. Stay upright. Lift up out of your lower back. And as your elbows pull forward and up, can you keep the tops of your shoulders down? Breath traveling up and down your spine. Breath washing across your outer arms, outer shoulders. Slowly start rounding with these eagle arms so that your mid-back is rounding and pulling back into the space behind you. Look down with any gentle sway side to side. Feeling so connected to your shoulders, feeling so connected to your jaw muscles. One more time, we will rise up with eagle arms, couple full breaths to finish here. And as you gently lower your arms, we'll inhale, squeeze shoulders up and roll your shoulders back and down. A few more. Good. Lots to be present with now. It's always another chance to connect and be present. Observing your neck, your shoulders. You are present. The healing is always here. Extend both legs out in front of you and just bend your right knee out to the right so that your right foot is touching your inner left thigh. Sitting nice and tall, hands framing around left leg. Exhale, start to fold, walking your hands down either side of your left leg. Option to grab your right hand around your outer left shin from the front, the top. Or right hand around outer left ankle. Now, as you align your navel over your left thigh and fold a little lower with each exhale, keep anchoring your right bum down. Let the fold occur as you exhale. Just let it come as you breathe out. So you're not causing any strain by pulling with your hands. Exhale and surrender down. Take care to rise, switch your legs with your hands on either side of your right leg, lengthening up, over and down your right leg. You got it. Folding as you exhale. Active feet. but the emphasis is really on the breath, less on pulling with your left hand. Feel that fold as you exhale. Observe just how present you already are. Presence never goes anywhere. Your ability to connect and to reconnect to healing, it never disappears. You can always reconnect. Breath by breath. Ease yourself up out of the fold and find a fairly comfortable way to sit. So it might be different for everyone depending upon what's happening in our knees or any chronic back pain. You can always lean against a wall or lean back against a couch. Let yourself sit with palms down or palms up. Soften the edges of your throat. Less effort in the breath. Breath is being received into a soft belly. Notice the position your body is in. Notice the floor beneath you, the points of your body that are in contact with the floor. Notice this breath coming and going. You are already connected. You are always healing. You are present. The breath is soft and easy. It's easy to be present. It's easy to connect to this moment. One palm on upper chest, cleansing breath now. Feel free to sit for as long as you'd like to sit in meditation and feel this connection that you are connected to everything, always. Whenever you'd like to continue on into the rest of your day, move slowly and be aware of your breath. As always, I thank you for practicing with me. Take it slow out there, and I hope to see you soon.